$250,000 is actually the true halfway point to reaching $1 million. I know that sounds strange. On paper, $250,000 is only a quarter of $1 million. But wealth doesn't grow in a straight line, it follows a compounding curve driven by time. Here's the math. If you invest $10,000 a year at an 8% return, it takes 13.8 years to go from $0 to $250,000. So how long does it take to go from $250,000 to $1 million? Your intuition might say, 3 times the money, so 3 times the time. But that's completely wrong. In reality, the next $750,000 takes the exact same 13.8 years. Why? Because the first $250,000 is no longer just sitting there. It's working for you, rolling like a snowball down a hill, gaining speed, size, and momentum. Of course, this is simply the power of compound interest. But today's video goes way beyond math, because when you hit the $250,000 mark, something strange starts happening. Psychological traps, lifestyle shifts, and behavioral biases start to surface, and they can either accelerate you toward $1 million or keep you stuck at the same number for decades. Why $250,000 is the real financial danger zone. At this level, investors often face 3 major psychological traps: self-congratulation, overconfidence, and unhealthy comparison. Ironically, these can be far more damaging than any market downer. Trap number 1, the "I made it" syndrome. When your portfolio hits $250,000, you may start seeing days where the market rises 2% and suddenly you're up $5,000 in a single day, more than a full week's paycheck for many people. And that's when the dangerous thoughts begin. I earned $5,000 today doing nothing. I can definitely afford those $500 NBA tickets. Or, I've been disciplined so long. Maybe I deserve that $10,000 vacation. But the truth is brutal. You could erase 6 months of savings in a single week. And even worse, that $5,000 gain wasn't real money. It was unrealized. A number on a screen, not cash in your bank. This is why the $250,000 stage demands discipline. Because you are much closer to $1 million than you think, and this is not the time to loosen up. Trap number 2, overconfidence. The "I'm good at investing now" illusion, Dunning-Kruger effect. Reaching $250,000 usually means you made a lot of good decisions. But ironically, that success itself becomes a trap. You may start thinking, I must be pretty good at this investing thing. I picked a few winners. I can probably chase higher returns. I understand the market now. And that is precisely where the Dunning-Kruger effect peaks. Low ability plus high confidence equals maximum danger. Because here's the harsh reality. If you lose 50% of your money, you need a 100% gain just to get back to even. One reckless options trade, one over-leveraged bet, one real estate gamble gone wrong, and you may wipe out years of progress. Your mission at $250,000 isn't to prove your skill. It's to protect your capital and keep your financial snowball rolling. Trap number 3, the comparison trap. With $250,000, you might feel good until you meet someone with $500,000, someone with $1 million, someone on social media flexing $2 million, and suddenly, you feel behind again. But most of the people who look rich are not actually rich. There's even a term for this, the $30,000 millionaire, someone making $30,000 a year, but living like they're worth millions. Nice cars, designer clothes, luxury lifestyles, funded by debt, not wealth. Meanwhile, real millionaires tend to look shockingly ordinary. This aligns with the classic quote from The Millionaire Next Door: if your goal is to become financially secure, you'll likely achieve it. But if your motive is to live the good life, you'll never actually become rich. Free strategies to get from $250,000 to $1 million faster. Now that we've addressed the psychological traps, here's the blueprint to accelerate your path to $1 million. Strategy number 1. Automate everything. If you're still manually transferring money or picking entry timing, you're slowing yourself down. From $250,000 to $1 million takes about 168 months at typical assumptions. And every time you emotionally react to market moves, you sabotage that timeline. Automate the entire system. Automate contributions to your 401k, IRA, or brokerage. Automate investments, remove your emotions entirely, then don't touch it. Strategy number 2. Optimize the big three: housing, transportation, food at the $250,000 level. Cutting small expenses doesn't move the needle. What matters now are the big three. Housing, car costs, food spending. Example: move from $3,000 per month rent to $2,000 per month. You save $12,000 per year. Strategy number 3. Use the $250,000 cushion to take calculated career risks. You can't retire on $250,000, but it gives you options you didn't have before. You can switch to a higher upside industry, take a temporary pay cut for a role with better long-term growth, invest in certifications or training, negotiate harder for raises, leave a toxic job without panicking. Strategic career moves can compress your $1 million journey from 13 years to maybe 9 or even 8 years. Final thoughts. At $250,000, the math is finally on your side. You're entering the phase where your investments grow faster than your contributions, compounding becomes powerful, your wealth curve finally starts bending upward. This is the moment you must avoid. Lifestyle creep, overconfidence, chasing returns, comparing yourself to others. If you stay steady, automated, and intentional, you won't just hit $1 million. You'll set yourself up for a secure retirement and a financially stress-free life.